Hello and welcome to Dr. Varsha Gaitonde's channel. Today I am going to give you the standard operating procedure for use of drone application with pesticides for crop protection and for spraying soil and crop nutrients in agriculture, forestry, non-cropped areas, etc. Friends, as you know, the application of drones is already in the field of pest and disease surveillance. If we talk about plant breeding and high throughput agriculture, it is used in collecting the crop stage wise data and observing the changes in different stages in crop research and development. So this application of pesticides using drones has a great potential as we move towards commercialization and achieving precision in agriculture crops. Drones are going to be important for increasing efficiency of application of crop protection chemicals by reducing manpower requirement, reducing time of application, reducing volume of water, quantity of chemicals and saving drift to environment along with reducing exposure to human being to hazardous chemicals. In conventional agriculture practices, pesticides are sprayed either manually or with the help of tractor-mounted sprayers where high quantity of pesticide and water are used and where a sizable portion of sprays goes waste in environment. However, drone-based spray requires less amount of water as well as pesticide due to better application and bioefficiency. Why drones are given so much preference these days? Because in the future days government is planning to use it in insurance, crop insurance system for tackling any kind of damage and loss. That means, as you know, nowadays the climate change became a major problem, due to which we are frequently acquainting with many of the stress conditions. So in that manner crop insurance plays a major role. Along with that, government is also planning to use this technology in crop survey to conduct the survey every year in 2 or 3 seasons like Kharif, Rabi, Zaid or summer period, where the national crop conditions or national production can be estimated with great efficiency. Let us see the statutory provisions for application of these drones or the utility of insecticides in agriculture. As per the provisions of Insecticides Rule 1971, under Insecticides Act 1968, one of the functions of the board, that is Central Insecticide Board, constituted under Section 4 of the Act, is to specify the use of classification of insecticides on the basis of their toxicity as well as their being suitable for aerial application. That comes under Rule 3B. Along with that, as per Insecticide Rule 1971, Chapter 8, Rule 43, on aerial spraying operations, the aerial application of insecticide shall be applicable for pesticide application through drone, subject of the provisions like making of the area shall be the responsibility of the operators. Operators shall use only approved pesticides and their formulations at approved concentration and height. Washing, decontamination and first aid facilities shall be provided by the operators. All aerial operations shall be notified to the public not less than 24 hours in advance through competent authorities with written information to the executive officer of the area or respective Gram Panchayat and Panchayat Samiti as well as the concerned agriculture officer of the area at least 24 hours in advance. Animals and persons not connected with the operations shall be prevented from entering such areas for a specific period, and the pilots means who are operating those drones, shall undergo specialized training including clinical effects of the insecticides. Like, as you know, there are four different kinds of insecticides. You may be seeing the red, yellow, green or blue marks or the squares on any of your insecticide pouch or bottle, so that it will give you the level of toxicity that should be clearly understandable or understood by the pilots. Coming to the details, precautions and prerequisites for drone-based pesticide application. Before application, we should confirm not to fly in the drone forbidden area. As you know, airport or electronic stations are always forbidden for the drone flies. Along with that, we should not use it in the housing areas, like wherever people are living, because as it is against article 21, that is right to privacy, so we should always be confirmed about it. No prior permission is required for operating in an unmanned aircraft system in a green zone. Green zone means where agriculture is practiced. Again, if in the agriculture zone, farmhouses or people living areas are there, means again we should take care of it. Ensure your drone is digital sky compliant with no permission, no takeoff, hardware and firmware. That means drone should be exclusively designed for the pesticide spray, like that. Obtain unique identification number from DGCA, that is Directorate General of Civil Aviation, for operating in controlled airspace and affix it on your drone. Obtain unmanned aircraft operator permit if applicable from DGCA for commercial operation and keep it handy. As you know, single person can't own the drones, because these are somewhat costlier also. So on commercial basis, what will happen, some people will be owning some drones, and on the demand they'll come to a specific area and they'll apply and go based on the crop condition as well as the requirement of specific disease or pest. Okay, so ensure drone is in good condition and fit for flying safely. Keep an eye on interference. That means if two drones are going side by side, they should not cause damage to each other, or the drone should be under one human surveillance, or some of the persons should always having or keeping one eye on drone, so that the accidents should not be caused. Interference can be from mobile devices or blockage of signals. Do watch out when flying your drone. Drone in visual line of sight, that means it should not go beyond your vision, means your vigilance should be always there on the fly of drone. Ensure that the operators are trained on both drone application and safe use of pesticide. No alcohol drink should be consumed within 8 hours preceding operation. Calibrate drone spray system to ensure nozzle output and accurate application of labeled rates. Check if drone is in good condition and that there is no leak in the spraying system, because this may cause the wastage of water or pesticide. Confirm a place for takeoff, landing and tank mix operations. Check and mark proposed treated area boundary obstacles around the field for safe operations, because the surrounding area may be of something else, or some plants which are in the surrounding area may be susceptible to the chemical which you are spraying. Confirm presence of water resources. Do not spray pesticides near water resources, means it should not be falling in water resource like wells or rivers, whatever it may be. Do log your flights and intimate concerned authority. Don't fly in over the groups of people, public events or stadiums full of people without permission. Don't fly drone over government facilities or military bases, or over or near any no drone zones. Don't fly over private property unless permission is given. As you know, within the district magistrate or district collector should give permission for flying the drones, but if the drones are permitted for specific use, then no prior permission need to be taken. Don't drop to carry hazardous material with drone. Don't fly drone from a moving vehicles, ships, aircrafts. Coming to the points during application. While applying, read labels carefully to understand safety guidelines. Wear personal protection equipment because drones are spraying the chemicals from certain level, it will fall on any human being. So the person who is operating, or we may say the pilot, should always wear personal protection equipment. He should not eat, drink or smoke while spraying. Confirm the flying route was reasonable to minimize turnaround. Operation team shall always stay at the downwind of the field and backlight direction. Spray with pure water first to test operation for at least 5 minutes wherever possible and required. We should always take the pure water because contamination means again it may cause some reactions with the pesticides we are applying. Ensure two-step dilutions to fully dissolve the pesticide. Adapt proper pressure for optimizing droplet spectrum like more than 100 micrometer. Check weather conditions like wind speed, temperature, humidity, etc. Always we should keep it in mind that early morning hours like 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. or in the evenings like 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. are the congenial conditions for any spray, because during that condition wind speed, temperature and humidity will be in under the somewhat in control. Ensure appropriate flying height above target crop. Ensure appropriate water volume. Along with these points, flying speed of the drones should be under control. Avoid having walked through crop which has been contaminated by drifting spray. Do not spray during active bee foraging period of the day. Active bee foraging period is uh, between 8:30 to 12 o'clock in the morning, or else in some crops or in congenial conditions it may be before only. So we should take care always that bees should not die. When spraying pesticides that are toxic to non-target organisms like fish, birds, silkworms, strictly abide by the product label requirements and take effective measures to avoid risks. Use anti-drift nozzles to decrease drift to human and environment. Now, the requirements at post-application stage. Timely evacuation and transfer to fresh air. If some accidents are happening, then we should take care timely. Triple rinse of empty container is mandatory. After using the pesticides or fungicides, we should take entire care of the empty containers, because if the trace over contents are consumed by some animals like cattle grazing and all, again it will come to our food system only or food chain only, and the cattle will also get affected. Ensure waste generated is kept to a minimum. Disposal of waste must conform to the local laws. Never burn or bury hazardous waste. This may cause severe environmental pollutions, and burying will again decrease the soil fertility and it may make hazardous effect on soil. Never leave empty containers in the field. It should be disposed of as per the insecticide rule 1971. Set up warning signs in the spray area for reminding people. Take a shower and put on clean clothes. To prevent leakage of plant protection products in the process of transport and waiting to use, Securely store plant protection products away from the unauthorized people, animals, food, and when transporting and storing the plant protection equipments, safely dispose all spills immediately. Follow the maintenance schedule as prescribed by the drone manufacturers. Coming to the pesticides and insecticides means which kind of pesticides and insecticides we may use for spraying with the help of drones. Only Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee, that is CIB and RC approved pesticides and insecticides shall be used or allowed during the spray. The dose has to remain within the range approved by CIB and RC. The pesticide and insecticide compatibility with the drone spray system shall be established prior to the mission for the desired dilution. This is to ensure pesticide or insecticide solubility, formulation, stability, and ability to spray with the type of nozzle provided in the drone. In case of mixing of more than one pesticide, that means combination of pesticides if we are using, then also we should follow the CIB and RC specified guidelines and we should adhere to that. The minimum dilution shall be decided based on the fulfillment of the different guidelines requirements and ensuring satisfactory coverage of sprayed inputs both horizontally and vertically. Pesticides or insecticides should be diluted only with clean water whenever applicable or with other suitable ingredient as has been approved by CIB and RC. That means this is the competent authority for regulating the use of pesticides and insecticides. So, who will manufacture or bring out the training module? NIPHM Hyderabad. Now your job is, you should tell me the full form of NIPHM. Okay, this is the competent authority who encompasses pesticide or insecticide handling, agree mission specific operation protocols and relevant crop protection guidelines shall be made mandatory for pilots operating pesticides or insecticide spray drones. Coming to the drift management, that is critical operating parameters for avoiding the drift. Drift means wastage or spillage of the particular spray. For that, what we should go with, majority of the land holdings are small and there are possibilities of spray drift to the nearby crop fields while spraying with the drones. To minimize this spray drift, apart from wind limitation, the different conditions like spray height above crop canopy, speed of the drone, suitable nozzles and droplet size, buffer zone can be demarcated, that is geo-fenced. That means with different apps nowadays, apps are there to demarcate the land. That means if we are moving somewhere, we can easily identify the boundary. For example, Karnataka government has developed Dishang software or the app which will clearly demarcate the survey numbers or the roads, whatever it may be. A buffer zone can be demarcated. Spray schedule should be at appropriate time gap, either before rainfall or after rainfall. Others as specified guidelines of CIB and RC from time to time. Means based on the situations and conditions, they will give the operation protocols timely. Means it will be changing. Safeguarding the non-targets. Non-targets means if we are targeting the particular cropped area, the adjacent area of that will be non-target. Buffer zone as per CIB and RC approved guidelines to cater the pesticide insecticide drift shall be maintained between the adjacent farms or different crops to avoid spray on non-targets. During the spray operation, operator should always maintain the distance approved by CIB and RC from the drone and avoid windward direction as much as possible. No human or animal movement shall be permitted. Drone-based pesticide spray operation shall be conducted at a distance approved by CIB and RC from water bodies, residential area, fodder crops, public utilities, dairy, poultry, etc. Coming to the procedure for registration requirements of pesticides for drone application. The registration for drone application and modalities are dynamic in nature and will be considered based upon safety, efficacy, statutory and legal requirements and published by the Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee from time to time. Drone users shall use only Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee approved pesticides. For registration of insecticide, pesticides and for use with the drone, application will be applicable online on a Secretariat of CIB and RC in the manner as prescribed by CIB and RC under the Insecticide Act 1968. You may find it on online. So this was all about the procedures, precautions for application of the insecticides and pesticides. So let us see the operating procedure for crop and soil nutrient application by using drones. So before going to it, we should know what are the soil and crop nutrients. Soil nutrient application based on assessment of soil nutrient status is a method of precision agriculture, a futuristic technology, and it is in the research and development phase. However, the committee considers that drones have great potential for soil nutrient management and use of drones in assessment and application of soil nutrients has potential in precision agriculture, enabling saving of precious resources, minimizing environmental hazards, labor cost, enhancing crop land and economic activity. An agriculture drone is used to help to optimize agriculture operations like crop production, monitor crop growth by assessing and mapping different nutrient and efficient spray of soil and crop nutrients. The first step is nutrient assessment or mapping. Soil nutrient mapping can be helpful for real-time site-specific nutrient management. Traditional method of soil nutrient analysis gives properties of soil at sampled locations only, whereas the drone-based operation provides properties of the entire land in short time. As the drones based soil nutrient analysis require less time and is energy efficient, application of deficient nutrients can be done on time and with precision to improve the yield significantly, saving fertilizers and reducing the pollution of soil. Drone fly over the field and take high resolution pictures which can be directly sent to the cloud software, facilitating precision corrective measures in the form of prescription maps. There are procedures like they'll fix the cameras within the soil, means inside the soil they'll fix, so the sensors which are mounted on the drones will capture those pictures and they'll go for analysis, but this may give the spot wise data and it may not be precise. So what will happen if the cameras are fixed on drones and these are keeping surveillance on whole land, they'll take the precise picture of whole land. The maps can then be uploaded on the farm equipment which will precisely regulate delivery of fertilizers or inputs that would need to be applied in the field of crop growth. Now, spraying of soil or crop nutrients. As you know, macronutrient or micronutrient sprays are nowadays highly recommended aerially. Before, what was there? Urea, DAP and all those chemical fertilizers were recommended for the soil applications, but nowadays foliar application is taking lot of importance and advantage in precision agriculture. So the different aspects need to be considered when using drones for the application of soil and crop nutrients, like form or concentration of the nutrient being sprayed or broadcasted, sensors or spraying system installed on the drone, both forms of essential soil or crop nutrients, like solid forms like powder, crystal, prills, granules, super granules, briquettes, etc., and liquid forms like water soluble powders, liquid nutrients, nanofertilizers, growth regulator, etc., whether organic or inorganic, can be sprayed using drones. At least 10 times more area can be sprayed per day per drone as compared to the traditional knapsack sprayer. 80 to 90% of the water can be saved in comparison to traditional spraying methods. Depending on the sprayer system of the drone, different kinds of sprayer nozzles are available depending on the form and concentration of the nutrients to be applied. Drone sensors, data processing software, and soil nutrient spraying system. Drones can be significantly alleviate labor pressure on agriculture operations, like applying fertilizer while enhancing crop coverage area per day. This will provide significant ease of farming who can use time saved to carry out other activities while responding quickly to biotic challenges like pest and diseases we may quickly challenge. There will be three arrangements for drone with sensors, like drone with multispectral camera, drone with fertilizer spraying system for granules or liquid, and drones with multispectral camera and spraying system for granules or liquid. These type of soil nutrient delivery protocols are possible, like recommended dose of fertilizer based protocol, two-step operation procedure, and real-time operation procedure. So we'll go one by one. First is recommended dose fertilizer based protocol. Here the protocol of nutrient application is done based on the recommendation at the crop stage as well as soil nutrient requirement. The RDF based application protocol can be immediately deployed for liquid and granule nutrients like macronutrient, micronutrient, or nano, micro, or macro fertilizer. In two-step operation procedure, it can be standardized in near future, and real-time operation need lot of research and development for standardization as a futuristic technology development. In case of two-step process, in first step, soil imaging of the field is done to assess the soil nutrient status and post-process the data to generate GPS tagged precision nutrient requirements, that is quantities can be estimated based on maps in the field as an input logic to the nutrient dispensing or spraying drones with the help of soil indices. Software may also calculate the amount of primary, secondary, and micro to be applied for the particular selected crop depending on the stage. This data can also be useful for agriculture machines to spray the soil nutrient in a variable rate. In the second step, drone with a fertilizer spraying or dispenser system may be used to apply the fertilizer by controlling the fertilizer metering unit to achieve the variable rate application. The third type is real-time operational protocol. Here, imaging and spraying or dispensing of nutrients is placed on drones, and imaging like processing and delivery should happen simultaneously in real time. For real-time operation, drone should be equipped with a powerful live processing hardware and software. The device should be able to process the multispectral camera data with the lag. Therefore, there is a need to do so much research on this real-time operation protocol. However, the cost economics of these methods should be studied in different locations and crops. There is a strong need of research on liquid fertilizer application methods. Manufacturing standards should also be regulated. That means Before sowing or planting, the camera sensors like multispectral, hyperspectral can be used to capture the data of soil fertility. However, LIDAR sensors may be used to capture the data in dense canopy crop. Foliar application of the micronutrient using drone should be as close as possible on the crop canopy. The electrostatic nozzle may be used to avoid the drift during operations. The second stage is feasibility of sustainable adoption of drone. Drones are being available at affordable price and are capable of imaging ground data with corresponding geographic locations. This helps the user to have a complete and cheaper pictures of ground information. Unmanned aerial vehicles are or drones are autonomous drones that can be programmed to operate as per a defined plan, which helps for data collection with precision and delivery of inputs. This is all about the drone applications. Now, the procedures for application of solid or crop nutrient using grains. Here, keep drones height in range of 1 to 3 meter above the crop canopy. We know that we should keep the drones above crop canopy, but the standard distance is 1 to 3 meter. Maintain the drone forward speed between 3 to 8 meters per second. Then appropriate dispensers like rotating disc type and pneumatic dispensers can be used for spraying of granular crop nutrients. In each flight, drone payload should not be more than 10 kg of granular or powder. Crop nutrient can be dispensed at a forward drone speed of 3 to 8 meters per second. Rotational speed of disc preferably be in the range of 800 to 1000 rpm as per user manual provided by manufacturers. Now the procedures for application of liquid nutrient using drones. In liquid biofertilizer, organic biodecomposers, nanofertilizer, liquid and soluble micronutrient, biostimulant, existing formulations can be sprayed using drones as per recommendations approved by the different agencies or institutes. Keep drone at the height range of 1 to 2 meter above the crop canopy for each crop and each stage. In each height, drone payload should not be more than 10 liters for liquid. Crop nutrients can be dispensed at a forward speed of 3 to 6 meters per second. Preferably keep nozzle beneath the motors to minimize the drift of the droplets. Restrict the spraying to the intended area. Next is procedures for drone servicing operation during application of crop nutrients. For servicing, stable and safe drone designs like hexacopter are recommended for spraying of the crop nutrients. The hexacopter is the shape of that particular drone. Follow the user manual for calibration and maintenance of drone before and after operation as recommended by the manufacturer. Follow Directorate General of Civil Aviation guidelines. Different standards and prerequisites for using drones to be followed to reduce drift and air pollution. This is same as what we use for the insecticides and pesticides, because the procedure is same. Only thing is here the size of granules or the form of liquid and solid things will change. So those are same, so I am not going to discuss about it. So friends, so far we saw different precautionary measures, how to use the drones in agriculture, what are the competent authorities to manage this, who are the manufacturers, and how in future drones are going to be helpful in the field of agriculture, sustainable agriculture, precision agriculture, as well as in high throughput agriculture. So I request you to know more about the drone technology. Keep yourself hands on so that you will be successful in this aspect in future. So if you liked this video, please do not forget to keep on commenting, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.